So we're going to talk about, well, let's do this. We're going to talk about two topics today. The first one, I'm going to show you a brief video. It's a long video. I'm just going to show you the front part of it, because this is going to refer to something we talked about a couple weeks ago. Okay. Now, the reason I want to show this is because Jan and me were watching the No Kings rally this weekend. Okay. This is more current events. I want you guys to know what's going on with current events. We're watching the No Kings rally on Saturday, which was all over the country. And as me and Yana were watching it, they were talking about millions of people being there. What's the matter? Yeah. But they were talking about millions of people being there. The news was showing millions and millions. We were watching. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of people. They're showing video cameras, millions of people. And then all of a sudden, especially on the East Coast, which is New York, Boston, those areas, Washington, D.C., 1 o'clock hit. And then all of a sudden, the reporters, the reporters who were on on X, which is Twitter, the ones who were on YouTube, on Facebook, on Rumble, all those reporters got out there with their cameras and they're videotaping live, and they're saying, "Where's everybody? There's supposed to be 1 million people here." Like they showed one scene at Times Square in New York. You know what Times Square is in New York? It's like the Strip over here in Vegas. It's like the most popular place. An hour ago, videos were showing millions of people everywhere, down, up, and down every road. They were showing from very high aerial views, millions of people. The guys got there with the cameras. They're videotaping about 1 o'clock. Where's everybody? There's no 1 million people here. And if you could see from the camera, as me and Jan were watching, it looked like maybe 800, maybe 1,000 people if you counted everybody who was scattered. But in a lump, maybe 800 people. Like, where's all the millions? And all the reporters were assuming that the rally was over and they just went home. But that's not what the case is. I want to show you something in the video just so you can see. Just watch this video and then I'll talk about what happened.
Organizers say more than 7 million people gathered at nearly 3,000 events across the country over the weekend for No Kings rallies in a largely peaceful show of force against the Trump administration's policies. That's 2 million more people than the first No Kings Day back in June. Protesters flooded streets, squares, and parks in both big cities and small towns, chanting "No Kings in America" and carrying signs with slogans like "Democracy, not monarchy" and "Make America Good Again." In Boston, organizers say more than 100,000 rallygoers convened at the historic Boston Common, America's oldest park. In Washington, D.C., protesters, including federal employees, filled the streets near the U.S. Capitol as the government shutdown remains in effect.
This is the scene. If you go on Facebook, if it's still on my camera, oh, it's over there. But here, if you do a search today, No Kings, No Kings Rally, Boston. See, these are the images they're showing. That's not, see that? Can you see those? Mm-hmm. They're saying on TV millions were there. Maybe 100,000 were in this park, but they were saying up and down the street, millions. Okay? This was called the No Kings Rally. Okay? Now, looking at it as a detective, when me and Yana were watching it on TV, all over the place was massive signs that said "No Kings, No Kings, No Kings." You see any signs that say "No Kings"? What does that say? Cara, Captain Miller? There is nothing. They were holding up everyone was holding up signs. There was big signs here like this. Big signs that says "No Kings Rally." What is this? What happened is yesterday, on Sunday, all the news is, all my news was talking about, all the real news was talking about, because they're really good. They're like us. They're detectives. They can go through in archives and use AI to find the truth. And what they discovered is that all the news, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, all of them were showing videos. This video is from 2017. when Trump first won the election against Hillary Clinton, and everybody was going crazy and protesting. The news was showing videos. They're not fake. They're not AI. They're not fake videos, but they're not true. They were not telling the truth. They were old videos from 2017. Because you can easily go on the phone and zoom in these pictures. And I was doing that all morning. And you can see there is no signs that says no King's Rally. There's no Mexican flags. You know how that's what they're waving these days, Mexican flags, Palestinian flags. There are no Mexican flags, no Palestinian flags. There's no king signs. There's almost no signs at all. So that's when everyone discovered that they're showing videos from 2017. What does this get back to? The reason I'm talking about this is we talked about this last week. What's this? Remember this? What was that? Alex, you knew about this the most. The Smith-Mundt Act of 48, when the government was forbidden to lie to the U.S. citizens. Who repealed this? President Obama repealed it. He repealed it when he became president. Why? He wanted to be able to lie to the people, and he wanted to be able to use his news to lie to the people. Now, why would they want to lie to the people? What are they trying to get away with here?
Making everyone believe that everyone's protesting.
Yeah. They're lying to the people to get everyone to try to believe that everyone's protesting against the current government as being a king, when it didn't happen. It was a lie. Millions didn't show up. Maybe thousands showed up. It wasn't millions. It wasn't even close to millions that showed up. It was maybe thousands. So, again, this comes back to the Smith-Mundt Act. You can see it firsthand. The news, the government is lying to us to produce a false narrative. And what's a false narrative? Propaganda. Propaganda. Propaganda is lying to the people, lying to your own people to produce a false narrative so you can cause something to happen in your favor. This is why we do our detective classes on Friday, because I want you guys to be able to see something like that and go, wait a minute. And right away, you know how we look at the pictures when we're looking at the thing and say, hey, there's a knife right here. What's this? What's this bottle over here? We look at all those little images. You can easily see that's not the same. We were watching something on TV, that's not the same at all. And that's why they showed it from so far away, because they were hoping nobody would catch it. They would show videos like this from very far away, and then they would show videos like this down in the crowd, like, okay, here's the millions of people, but all you can see is like 8 people in front of you, and then millions, and 8, and millions. Propaganda, lies. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, I just wanted to show you this so you can see this is actually happening today. And that's why they have to put this law back into power, because if this law was back in, then the news would be able to either get arrested, fined massively, or lose their license to broadcast on TV because they're lying. Okay? Now that's the first topic. Okay? Any questions about that?